Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today I decided that I'm going to do a 2019 review since, it's the end of a decade, so a lot has happened in the last year. I'm not going to do a full decade review because my life isn't that interesting and I also forgot a lot of what happened. So yeah, if you're new to my channel, hi, my name is Leah. But most of you probably aren't because most of you are probably my friends or family who I've forced to subscribe to my YouTube channel. So yeah, let's just get right into it, I guess. So I actually made a list. I know, I'm super professional like that, but so the beginning of last year, I'm kind of gonna include half of 2018 too, just because it kind of all mushes together, you know? So at the beginning of my sophomore year, I joined theater, and I feel like that's the biggest change in my life because before theater, I would literally just do nothing all day and watch TV and watch YouTube and stuff, but now I don't even have time to keep up with my TV shows, which is kind of sad, but I like theater a lot more than I like TV shows, so there you go. I honestly don't know why I didn't join theater my freshman year because I don't know if you can tell, but I like musicals. My wall, there's a Broadway mural that my dad painted and also a bunch of playbills, so it's pretty obvious. Also around my room there are little stickers of musicals and stuff. So last year I was in my first musical and it was Sister Act, and I didn't really know the musical going into it, but I knew I wanted to be a part of it. So I first auditioned for being in the musical, but I'm not good enough, I guess, so I didn't make it. And actually I've auditioned for every single musical since this year, so 3 times, and I never get in. So that's really fun. It's fine. I know I'm not that good at acting or singing or dancing, but it's just let me in. I don't know, whatever. So for Sister Act, I was in props, and I actually really liked being in props. Everyone says props doesn't really do anything, and that's kind of true, but also we did some stuff, you know what I mean? We found some, what did we even do? Well, I can't remember, but, so in props I met some cool people like Abby and Lindsay, shout out. I'm probably gonna be mentioning a lot of names, so if you're my friend, listen for your name. That'd be a fun little surprise. I got to meet other people in theater as well. Costumes and props are kind of in the same room, so I met some people from there too. I also met Bryn and Kat, and I did quick costume changes with them actually because they didn't have enough costume people to do the quick changes or something, so I helped out. It was really fun. I didn't have to do a lot of stuff. I just kind of zipped up their dresses and gave them microphones and stuff. It was pretty easy, low stress, and the energy backstage is just I love it. And also during this time I met Maria and Josie, and I love them. They're stage managers this year. Emily is also a stage manager, and she was in props last year, which is super fun that they're all going up in the world, you know what I mean? And I also met 3 exchange students during Sister Act, PB, Sahara, and Julia. But Julia actually left mid-year, so I didn't get to really become super close, but she was a good friend. I enjoyed hanging out with her and stuff the time that I was with her. Anyways, but PB and Sahara became my good friends, and me and PB became super close, I feel throughout the year. She was only there for a year, and I feel we became best friends and stuff, which is kind of sad because now she's in Thailand, so we don't talk as much anymore. But you know, it is what it is. Life is full of goodbyes, so that's sad. Well, after Sister Act, I auditioned for the 1-acts, and I actually got in, surprisingly, to Game of Tiaras. It was a non-competition show, and I was a crowds person. so pretty much the most important role in the whole thing. So the whole time all I had to do was like sit like this and like react. I was like bad at reacting, right? So I was just, so you're supposed to be like you know, but I was kind of just like the whole time. So maybe I'll insert a clip or something. I did meet some cool people there. I met Lauren and Joelle, and Lauren actually gave me some of the playbills to help complete my collection because I didn't have enough to like do the full like thing. So she gave me some, but now I have enough of my own that most of them is mine. Well, I'll say half. Half of them are mine. Anyways, it doesn't matter. But love them. Joelle goes to a different school now, so I don't really see her as much. But it's fine. It's fine. And I actually didn't really like being in that one act. Like, just wasn't that fun for me, and I liked props or tech better than being in it. Maybe that's just because I had a boring role and I didn't really do anything, but whatever. So then, okay, by the way, I'm like kind of talking about like theater throughout the year because I feel like that's the only, well, it's not the only thing, but it was like a big part of it. So after, if you're bored of theater, I only have like 1 or 2 left, so it's fine. So then for the play, it was The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, and I was in tech again and props, but this time the prop like gang was so strong. Like I had the best people. I had me, my best friend Colleen, PB, Joe, Aaron, like they were all such close friends, and it was like so cool that we all got to work together, and I felt like we did more than Sister Acts. There was more props that needed to be made. So I made a cute little bird, and it's like my proudest creation ever. Like I don't even know like what makes me so connected to it, because I didn't even make it by myself. Like I made most of it by myself, but like I had help. But you know, sometimes you're just like, you have a connection, you know, you have a connection to like the props you made. And that was my prop. And I was an usher for the first time. Ushering was pretty, I mean, it was fun because I got to do it with people that I like, but I mean, like being an usher itself isn't super fun. You just like kind of hand out playbills or programs or whatever, and we actually like ran out, so they were like, okay, just give it to the people who ask. You know, like people ask with their eyes. They like look at you, they look at the playbill or program, and then they like expect you to give it to them. So it's like, even though not everyone asked, I still gave it to people who asked with their eyes. You know what I mean? So for school, the classes that I remember that I liked were AP World and Pre-AP English, because AP World, I mean, I like history. Oh yeah, AP World History, to be more specific. And the teacher, Mr. Wagner, was like really good. I think our AP History teachers or Geography teachers are like the best ever. I love all of them. So loved AP World. I also liked Pre-AP English because I feel like it was like a lot of work days. And even though we did have to write a lot, I feel like it helped me become a better writer. So that's always good. Writing is important in life. Anyways, so I was in speech, and for speech I was in discussion, and it's like this weird category where you're in a circle of like people and you kind of debate a topic. You don't like debate, but you discuss, and it's like you're working as a team to come to a conclusion, but at the same time it's like a competition. Like you want to become the leader of the group so you can get the 1. Like 1 is you're the best out of everyone, 5 is you're the worst. I got a lot of 5s in my day. But I really enjoyed discussion and like the group of people in discussion, both my freshman and sophomore year. Okay, so I forgot to talk about prom because in 2019 I went to prom for the first time. So I went with PB and it was pretty fun. It's kind of just like homecoming but with nicer dresses and in a nicer area with food. And yeah, we just danced the night away. Okay, so now we're going end of my sophomore year, graduated from being a sophomore. It was super fun. I went to graduation for PB because PB graduated high school technically, because like all foreign exchange students are technically seniors, so they can like kind of experience everything in high school. So I went to that, and it was really sad because I knew that I would have to say goodbye to PB soon. But me and PB and my sister Kara and my dad all went to New York for my first time and PB's first time. Kara's been to New York before, but it was also my dad's first time too. So that was really fun. I saw my first Broadway musicals. I saw Mean Girls and Hadestown, and I have the Mean Girls and the Hadestown, and I stage doored for both of them. Actually, it was my first time stage dooring for them too. For my first Broadway musical I ever saw, it was Hadestown, and I did it by myself because my family didn't want to pay for, because it was like Tony, it like sweeped at the Tonys. Like, it's such a good musical, and so a lot of people, or the tickets were more expensive, so I went by myself, which is, it was fine. Like, my dad dropped me off and he picked me up, so I wasn't like roaming the streets in New York by myself, but I kind of stage doored by myself, and my dad kind of waited off to the side, and it was raining, so it was kind of hard to get pictures with people because of the umbrellas in the way. But I did get a picture with Reeve, which was super fun because people kind of like left after after they got pictures and autographs with him, because he was like one of the last people to do the stage door. He literally looks like a doll in it, and it's like creepy. But so me, Kara, my dad, and PB all went to see Mean Girls, and we stage doored for that too. Besides seeing Broadway musicals and stuff, we also just did all the touristy stuff. Like, we went to see the Eiffel Tower, not the Eiffel Tower, the Statue of Liberty and Ellis Island and Empire State Building and Times Square and the Met, and we tried to cram everything in to like 3 days. We actually only had 2 full days there, and then like some half days. It was a short trip, but it was really, really fun. And yeah, so I did a vlog on New York, so I'm not going to talk about it anymore. So if you want to watch it, it's my favorite video that I've ever made. So it was also the first video I made for YouTube, because I was like, you know what? I'm gonna start a YouTube channel. And that's another thing I did during the summer, is I started YouTube, and that's what I did for a lot of the time. I just like made videos and edited them. But PB had to leave shortly after we got back from New York. I spent the whole day with her the day before she had to leave, and then me, Clean, and Joe, which we were like squad, you know, like we were like the squad during last year, and it was like really sad that we had to part ways with PB and stuff. But we all took her to the airport with her host mom and stuff, and we said goodbye. It was on my birthday too, which like freaking sucks. Like, it was really sad actually. Yeah, on my birthday I cried a lot. Happy sweet 16. So my junior year, and everyone says junior year is like super hard, and I agree, but kind of it's like fine. So I'm taking PSCO this semester. I'm just taking I took 2 online classes, philosophy and math. Philosophy, I like fell in love with it. Like, it was so fun to like learn about all of the theories and stuff. I got really into like determinism and like morality and like my religion and stuff, like Christianity and how that all plays together, and I don't know. Okay, really quick, I forgot to mention also that I had a boyfriend for the first time this year. It was pretty like new for me because I've never been in a relationship before, but it kind of only lasted like, I would say like 3-4 months, and then I don't know, we kind of didn't hang out that much, so it kind of just like sizzled out, I guess. But I mean, it was a good first relationship, I think. Now it's out of the way, you know, bye to first relationships, first kiss, blah 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 blah. Like, now I don't have to worry about it because it already happened, and it was pretty okay. So the beginning of this year, I was doing tech for Mamma Mia, which is the musical that we did, and Mamma Mia was such a fun musical to be a part of. I was in tech, as usual. I'm not good enough to be in it. I mean, I tried out, but didn't make it, so. Anyways, so I was in second construction. I kind of switched it up a little bit, and I met a lot of great people. Theater is just like, you always meet so many good people, and that's like why people like theater, I feel like. So like I met my favorite people ever, the Maggies, because there was 2 of them. I met Marissa and Emma, and I got closer to Chloe because she was in it. And then also again this year I did quick costume changes. I just like, I don't know why, they just love me, I guess, in quick costume. I'm just like really talented, I think. Yeah, I'm really talented. But this year I had more responsibility because I did some by myself. One of them was more chill because it just kind of like, we had more time, but it was still pretty fast. But the last one, like right before the last scene of the musical, it was from the wedding to like they're traveling, like I have a dream. We had like 15 seconds and I had to get his like tie off, and sometimes like I couldn't do it fast enough and it was like stressful, but we got through it and I loved doing it. And I met the 2 people that I did quick costume changes with were Maddie and Ashley, and I love both of them. If you're watching, quick costume changes gang, you know what I mean? Okay, that was weird. Anyways, but I also, opening night, we went to Taco Bell, and so me, Colleen, Maddie, Jordan, and Ashley, and then we went to Marshall's, just like, cause why not? And I got socks for all of them, and it's kind of fun, cause now like sometimes I wear my socks, and they're like, I'm wearing your socks, and I'm like, cool. So also during this time, I actually liked working for like the first time ever, but I got close to 2 people that I work with, Ben and Maddie, and I don't know, like it was fun to get to see them sometimes. Like they'd visit me, and now they don't visit me anymore, which is like sad. Actually, Maddie quit, so that's rude. Maddie, if you're watching, and I'm just kidding. Me and Maddie actually are married. Anyways, because, I don't know, we just like joked that we're married, so then we got rings. I don't know. Our first rings were from Claire's, but then we were like, no, let's like go all in. So we went to JCPenney and got some. Yeah, oh my gosh, I almost forgot. I got bangs, which is a super huge change in my life. Like but I did not know how to like wear bangs before. Like I wouldn't cut them and they'd go over my eyes and then I'd be blind. So yeah, that's not good, but it's okay. That's just how it be. But now I know how to style them, and they look okay. They look pretty good. I don't know. Okay, well, hope you liked the video. Sorry if it was boring, but you continue to watch it, so it's your fault. Bye.